turned all them shits down. But then they hit me up and was like, bro, we're gonna do this shit a different way. So I'm like, I can trust him. I trust it, bro. So we're going, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here.
Nah, for me, I ain't want to really, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I mean, of course, through any tough situation, people find, you know what I'm saying, humor in it, but it turned into a serious situation. So
Mm-hmm.
let me just start off by asking you, like, how did it come about? Like this whole scenario, the whole chat, the whole
The whole
situation with the shorty.
situation
Yeah.
came about because me and Nettie, we knew each other for about 6 years now, like five plus years now.
All
We
right.
was at an event. I feel like I might be wrong about this, but I feel like the event was either Ryder versus Drugs or an event where it was Bill Collector and Q. I know Bill Collector was hosting this event. So I don't know who battled, but I got a feeling it was Bill Collector hosting this event. I know that for a fact. I don't know who battled that day though, but we was at that battle. So we at that battle and we sitting with me and her just talking because that's the kind of friendship that we had. Like, let me get this in the nip this in the bud too. Never tried to fuck Nettie. Never was on that type of time with her or nothing like that since the first time we met. We met
Mm.
6 years ago, and back then is when it was like a flirtation that happened with us back then, and then we nipped it in the bud. Then it didn't go nowhere, started, stopped, just like that. And since then we just been cool. I mean, and shit like that. But this event though, she was telling me about just some insecurity that she had. Like, yo, niggas want to fuck on dark skinned women behind closed doors, and they don't want to parade them around in public. Da da da, and just was saying a bunch of shit like this. And she repeated these same things at Yana house when we went out there. She said, I heard that she spoke on that. We went to Yana house for a little kickback, playing spades and shit like that, just on some homie shit. And she repeated those same things. How she feel like people feel about dark skinned women and things like that. She even got in a whole argument with Yana about the shit or whatever. And then me and her, then we went home and shit like that. I dropped off and then I went home, whatever, on some homie shit. Not on nothing like that, on some homie shit. But she was telling me that, and some weeks went by. So I said, you know what, bro? Let me try to lift up her insecurities or whatever, right? And so I said, I'm
Mm.
gonna get some. I'm a first. I put the her picture that she posted. I put it in the chat with niggas or whatever to see how niggas would react. Niggas didn't react to it or whatever at all. Niggas kind of just brushed it off and didn't say nothing about it. So I went and made a fake chat, which everybody's seeing right now. I made a fake chat and put some top tier niggas' names in there to show her like, oh, yo, niggas is thinking about you. Niggas do want to da 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 do this and that with you, whatever the case may be, to make her feel better. That was my intentions, to make her feel like, yo, niggas do be talking about you like that, da 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 da. But the whole way I went about it was fucked up.
Mm.
You feel me? It was corny. It was some clown shit. Looking back on it, in hindsight, that shit was corny. I take that L. You feel me? I take whatever L's niggas is throwing up right now. I deserve all the energy that I'm getting right now. But one thing I'm not gonna take, bro, is putting a word like predator on my name. Like,
Mm.
predator, that's some shit with niggas out here molesting children and raping women and child pornography and creeping outside girls' windows and videotaping. That's predator type of shit. Like, that's that type of shit. I have
Yeah.
never ever did nothing like that in my life, man. Ever.
Yeah.
Got a 14-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old daughter. Well, 7 years old now. Birthday just passed. 7-year-old daughter. I will never in my life be accused of nothing similar to that. And she know that I didn't even give her that type of energy, but I get it. You mad right now, so you want to just go on. You just see red. I get it, but at some point you gotta relax. I didn't come out here slandering your name or nothing. I ain't say nothing that could be said. I ain't say nothing. You run around here putting predator on somebody's name. Be careful of the words that you choose. And you saying that people need to protect black women, but you can't be running around here with a hashtag trying to make a trending topic out of some shit that's not legit, that's not valid. That's why a lot of the protect women type of shit go down the drain, because they come to find out later on down the line that it was allowed, that it wasn't all the way truthful. The fake screenshot I made, that's 100% facts. I made a fake screenshot with niggas' names that I shouldn't have done. That shit is 100% facts, 100% clown shit. So having niggas is looking at me right now is valid. But you not about to put no predator shit on my name, which I never did. And me and you never had that. So you telling niggas I did this to try to get pussy from you, you know that's a lie. Because you
Yeah.
know that me and you never even had that. We don't, that's not us.
Now,
We never had that.
let
The
me ask.
whole ride, the whole ride to your honor house, you was telling me about, I'm not even gonna put bro name in it. You was telling
Yeah.
me about a whole nother nigga. The
Yeah.
whole ride, because that's what we friends like that. So you was venting to me about that situation. So stop making it seem like I was on that type of time with you and following you around the event. Are you serious? So me and you wasn't talking the whole night about the person that you was crying about in my car. We wasn't talking about that nigga following you around the whole event. The whole event we was clowning that. We was making jokes about that shit. Then you gonna flip it and make it seem like it was me? Like, this is what I'm saying. You mad? I get it. You're hurt. I betrayed you. I get all of that. But don't just start throwing lies around to try to drive your point home. You feel me? Take that predator shit out the way. That's not me.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. Nah, you know the niggas in the chat is wilding, so I'm trying to
Oh
not.
wow, bro.
Yeah,
Like, don't
I'm
matter,
not trying
bro.
to pay attention to that. I'm trying to pay attention to you. Let me ask you the next question that I got before I even elaborate on. I'm saying those.
Hold
Yep.
on 1 second, bro. One more thing, bro.
Mm.
Remember that question. Remember that question. I forgot to
Yeah,
say
I got
one
you. I
thing,
got you.
bro. Yo, shout Yoshi and Yoshi ain't got no she ain't got no problem with this. Some of these niggas that's caping for her, for Nettie and all of that, talking, that's running with this predator shit and all of that. Some of these niggas was in the Airbnb in Atlanta at a Gates of the Garden event when I had to protect Yoshi from these niggas. You talking about protecting black women? Let's talk and ask Yoshi this. Yoshi was at an event. She got a little tipsy. She came back to the Airbnb. She was trying to do simple shit like take a shower. And these niggas was trying to bombard their way into a fucking bathroom to give her a towel. I had to go get her a towel and really kind of guard the door. Then when she came outside to go to sleep, niggas want to be slapping her ass and trying to kiss on her, trying to lay. I had to really really protect her like a little sister. Stood up to like 3, 4 in the morning while till everybody slept while she slept to make sure she was good. Now ask her, am I lying about that? You talking about protecting black women, a woman that's in a culture that all these niggas didn't probably touch. No disrespect to Yoshi. She didn't said this out her own mouth. That niggas is accepting. I haven't touched Yoshi. But I'm a predator. That would have been the first woman, right? That would have been the first one. I would have accepted whatever offer she gave. That's my homie though. I had to protect her from some of the same niggas that's running around here caping for you. And this is a real story. Ask her that.
Yeah, my next question for you was this, like, cause I'm gonna go back to what you were saying about the predator shit, but the next question I wanted to ask you is why, like, cause you know what I'm saying, and I'm just trying to, when I ask this question, know what's going on in your mind, because it's like scattered people. It's Nitty, Holmesy, Kid Slade, Rum. Why pick
Because
those people for the chat?
the people that I chose, I felt like, you know what? I've had conversations with these people before. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like some of the niggas was in loud, and some of the niggas I just got a report. I mean that when I'm out in LA, whatever at an event, me and Nitty we chop it up. He's cool peoples. Me and Trick chop it up whenever he ran. When he in Baltimore, he holler at me shit like that. Like me and Top just now came to Baltimore and pulled me to the side. Yo, bro, let me you hear this shit da. Like, so niggas got some type of report. There's no beef there. And everybody else was kind of in loud, boy. So I felt like if I use these niggas, like if this shit backfires in any way, niggas will come to me like. You feel me? Like the friends that real niggas will come to me and I'll be able to give niggas my apologies or at least explain to niggas what I was trying to do if this shit goes a certain way, if it doesn't look good in their favor. Like if this would have came out, she would have dropped this shit over the line. I would have been the first one to bite the bullet. I would have been the first one. But that's why I chose those names because I felt like I would have a chance to explain myself to them like, yo, I didn't mean no malice by this and that. This is what I was trying to do, but I just went about it the wrong way. Whatever the case may be, I kind of had that in my mind. Like, let me use niggas I got some type of any type of rapport with. You feel me? So that was my thoughts going into the shit.
yeah. Um, now let me ask you this, cause before I got another question, but I don't want to do this because I feel like a lot of people do this, and I'm just here for you to speak your piece.
Say what
It,
you want, bro.
nah,
Like
nah,
this the first and last one I got,
yeah,
and I got
no. It's up
fucking.
to you if
Yeah.
you. I'm saying if you want my opinion and my take on. I'm
You
saying
can,
everything you
can
just
give
said.
what you. This is your show, bro. I can't tell
Yeah,
you
but
what to
I'm
do. Not
as
to
a
do.
man, I'm asking you, bro. So you know what I'm saying. If not, then I just let you. I just ask the questions. You know what I'm saying. That like that's how I try to conduct the interviews. Interview is just asking the questions, you answer. Now, if we gonna have dialogue back and forth, that's on you. But I want to make sure you know what I'm saying, you cool with that before I even, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But nah, my take on it though, I feel like at this point, bro, like I understand everything you just explained, but you gotta like, and it's a terminology I just really came up with. It's called wearing your jacket. Like once you put that jacket on, you gotta wear everything that comes with it. Now in your mind, in your heart, you may not. You definitely, you just explained you don't feel like you a predator or you know what I'm saying. That's not the type of time you on. But if that's how somebody's taking it after you did it, I mean, the only thing you could do is exactly what you did, clear your name in that sense, but you just got to wear it because anytime you make an excuse after that, it's just going to look more and more like, yo, he just added injury to insult. You know what I'm saying? Because
And that's why I didn't want to do no. And that's why I said no at first yesterday. That's why I said no.
no, no,
So
no.
that
But what I, but
you
what I'm
think this is an excuse right here? What I'm doing right now?
no, I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm saying like right now, real talk. Me and you, know what I'm saying we never had no bad situation, bad blood. Always had a good report. I was telling you to come on here because I'm not gonna play around with the situation, a joke. So it's a way that, you know what I'm saying, you could wear it and clear the air. Now, if I would have spoke to you before you did any other thing, I would have told you never to do one in the first place. But it's like once you did it, I felt like, in my opinion, this one would be the one, like, you know what I'm saying, where it's more in the sense of not niggas just laughing and joking like, ha ha ha, this is funny, but niggas really
Mm-hmm.
get to the gist of, you know what I'm saying, talking about it and, you know what I'm saying, it being like, all right, well, you know what I mean, this wasn't my intention, but if this is how it is, you know what I'm saying, I apologize to everybody that was offended by it. You know what I'm saying, I'm a step, whatever you choose to do, but it'd be left on that note instead of being left on a note that the last video everybody seen where it was just kind of like a free fall. Everybody was just wilding. So that's the reason why I really reached out. Cause with me, I try to stay away from this type of shit, especially on my show. Like I only do the face-offs, I only do the interviews where I'm asking people questions that relate to battle rap. But I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I felt like it was wrong, and the only reason why I felt like we should address it and talk about it, because it could have went left in so many ways for so many people, where shit could have spiraled out. People that got relationships, you know what I'm saying? Shorty get mad, she holler at her people. So it was just something that I felt like out of all the, I guess, drama situations, this was the one where, um, I feel like it should have been, you know what I'm saying, addressed in the public light. Some other shit I feel like is, it should just be deaded and left out. But the next question I wanted to ask you is like, because I don't know, like it. I know the last situation, so I'm asking with this one, like, and when I say the last situation, I mean the shit with Ill Will. And I'm only bringing it up because it's like you got certain people that saying like, all right, well now is, you know what I'm saying, since Prep came back to battle rap, is he doing certain things to gain attention in the culture surrounding battles, or is it just these things, these situations just happen, and at the moment when they happen, you like, all right, fuck it, I think this is the right way to attack the situation.
No, to be honest, with the ill will shit, that shit was a whole nother situation. That shit wasn't like some shit that was it was on me because I didn't do my research. This right here
Yeah,
was solely me, solely from me.
yeah,
I did this shit like with Nettie. I did this shit just this came from my mind, from my doing. Like just it, nobody else was involved with the shit that came up with ill will. That was a whole nother situation. That was a situation of just getting information and not researching and not really diving into the information. But then I'm just like, who does that? Who gets information about an opponent and really goes and backstory research the situation? Niggas still saying Averb mother's a dyke, and then there's
yeah,
a bunch of shit like that. You feel me? Niggas never really, nobody really researched that shit. Averb said it's a lie. I mean,
yeah,
but that's beyond. Like, speaking of that though, bringing that up, I just now was talking to a few friends behind the scenes, and I was telling them like, yo, I'm a big believer in the universe and shit like that, and I feel like the universe been trying to get me out of the game, out of this battle rap shit for a while, and I just wasn't listening. The shit just kept getting worse. Like the Nico shit happened, like you feel me, like with that happened, and then that was a big spectacle, and then the ill will shit happened, that was a big spectacle, and then now this shit happened. It's like it has gotten gradually worse every time. So it's like this shit right here just like kind of just set me off. It's just like it just feel like freedom now. It's like I got 3 battles that I've been paid for already. That shit's about to get done, and then that's it. That's the last time niggas gonna see me in this shit. So this it. This right here was the last straw right here. Like all right, boom. Like it's time for me to go. It's obviously time for me to go. It's too much shit happening surrounding me. Some that's my fault or whatever the case may be. I'm
yeah,
just gonna take that as it's my time to go.
yeah, yeah.
Like I didn't have my run. It's my time to go.
Yeah, but I also want to say this though, bro. Of course, you your own man. Whatever you decide to do is on you. But the way I'm looking at it, I don't really think it's a sign that you should go. If it was me, I wouldn't go because it's
Hmm.
like at that point, you know what I mean. I do think it's going to be rough for you for these next couple battles. But I think now that you already here, it's like it's the old saying: you make your bed. You know what I'm saying? You really got to lay in it. But
Hmm.
I just feel like with the ill will shit, yeah, as battle rappers, of course, we all got told some shit before and just ran with it and used it in a battle. But what I'm saying is not the information being told. I'm saying the levels. You see what I'm saying? Like so, and I'm
Hmm.
only bringing this up because it's people that before narrative gets created, I'd rather it come from the horse's mouth to explain, not the actual story, but when you made right and quote me if I'm wrong because I'm not all the way sure, but I think it was said that you made the paperwork.
No, the thing
No,
is, it got sent. That shit, that screenshot of that stuff
yeah,
didn't just get sent to me. It got
okay,
sent to bloggers too.
okay,
Shit got sent to bloggers. Got sent to like you feel me. I wasn't the one that. There wasn't like the one that got like this shit right here. I made this shit with Nettie.
mm-hmm,
But the shit with him, that shit was sent out not to only me. That shit was sent out to other people also. They just didn't.
okay,
Nobody just came up and said nothing because who the fuck gonna come up and say after I get backlash for who gonna come up like, oh yeah, I got sent that shit too. Niggas ain't about to come up and
mm-hmm,
defend. But there's bloggers out here and other battlers that got that shit sent to them also. Like
yeah,
you feel me? Like 40 Cal had information from this alleged person. Fucking yeah, people like that. Jag had information from this alleged person. Like it's not just me. You
yeah.
feel me? I just was the one that was the one that just took the whooping for it. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah,
That's all
yeah,
that was.
but what I'm saying is like, right? It's one thing to say, right? You got this information, use it in the battle. It's another to, you see what I'm saying? With the folder, with the promotion, with the shit going into it to
Yeah,
promote that.
that went too far.
With yeah,
That was a I wasn't gonna say that was an immature mistake. That was some shit like, oh shit, I'm battling ill will. That's like one of the best niggas in this shit right here. This shit gonna be big. This gonna be big news. It's like my biggest battle I didn't have. Let me really promote this shit to the upteenth.
yeah,
And then I had that in my mind and then just went about that shit the whole wrong way. Like, oh shit, like there's some extra shit. Then at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, I even apologized to him by understanding. I'm like, yo, if this shit, cause the nigga Ike P hit me up and he was like, yo, this he going through a lot of shit right now and this ain't really good. This ain't good business for that. Like I'm like,
yeah,
so I hit him up like, bro, if this shit is is fucking up anything you got going on in court or with your children, anything like that, my apologies, bro. I definitely didn't mean that. I apologize to you face to face over the phone, wherever you want it, and it's not happening. We battled this shit ain't coming out in the battle or nothing like that,
yeah,
whatever the case may be. Yeah, I mean, so that's how that happened. And speaking of that with ill will kids and shit like that, like I feel like I'm getting bad karma for that. Like the shit that I did to him, that could have got him in a bad situation with his kids and shit like that. Like whatever he had going on with his children or in court or whatever what might have been happening. I feel like now I'm getting bad karma for that because now this predator shit is being pushed out there, and that's being like the topic of conversation in the midst of me doing some shit that you feel me like on some custody shit, like me and my second daughter's mom. We've been going back and forth about it. Sometimes she mentioned it, sometimes I mention it. So that could be a custody battle coming soon in the works, and shit like this could be taken and used against me. But I feel like that's karma for what I did to what I could have done to ill will.
yeah.
So,
It's some people saying in the chat, so you could just clear this up too before I say what else I was gonna say. A lot of people saying, did you just apologize to everybody else and not her, and did you block her?
no, I apologized to her first, but Shorty
Okay,
didn't want to. She didn't want to hear nothing. Like when
all right,
I gave her a whole lengthy paragraph apology to her first, and she came out of there like she out of the whole apology, she just started barking. You feel me? She
yeah,
like her next text was her barking, like, and I mean rightfully so. She's angry. She sees red, but I apologized to her first before all of them niggas. She got it. She got whatever screenshot. She got that shit in her inbox. She got
yeah,
two. I sent her one, then she sent the whole like two joints back to back barking on me or whatever, like nigga, like yo, weird that shit. Like she sent that back, and then I sent another one, like yo, I get all of this energy, I get that. Do whatever you feel like you need to do. That, and I sent her another apology. I
yeah,
said again, I apologize. So I sent her two. She got two in her inbox right now. But for anybody got any of those, she got two of them. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
Now,
yeah.
just to elaborate on what you said when you said it's karma, like for me, bro, and again, we've all been in. And I'm saying I can't say I've been in this position, but we all been in other positions where it's like you reflect back and you learn. I don't really think it's karma. I just think like it's more so like, and this has happened to me as being older in battle rap, like younger DNA, I might have done certain things, and like I'm talking about the information part, and used certain things and said certain things without researching because it's just the battle rap mode in me. But as being older and understanding, I boom, even though this is entertainment, this potential move could do this. I've kind of analyzed things more, so I won't even get into that topic. Some people will know what I'm talking about, but I just feel like all of this is not even a sign to quit battle rap. It's just a reflecting on like the moves and certain, you know what I'm saying, certain things that you do in terms of when you trying to battle. Like it's like a life lesson. Like I feel like a lot of times, like yo, bro, social media and it, like even though entertainment is not in the form of a pill or a substance, it's a drug, it's a high. So it's been times, you know what I'm saying, you see people, and when people are saying mental illness, I know some people's playing with that, but to some degree, everybody has that. Somebody that you know what I'm saying, buy an outfit just to post it on Instagram just to get a bunch of likes. That's part of a mental illness. Like you might not even be able to afford this, or you're really just buying this outfit to you know what I'm saying, entertain and impress a bunch of other people. So like that's all I'm getting from the situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? You try to do something that, I mean, in your mind you felt like was the right thing, but it potentially fucked up a whole lot of shit. And now, to me, I feel like just dipping off probably would just be like, in my opinion, the worst thing to do. Like I feel like just
No, I feel like that opinion revolves around battle rap. It might be a bad decision to do as far as battle rap is concerned, but at this point, like battle rap was never something that I needed for like money. I did this shit because I love to do it. And at this point, it ain't gonna be something I love to do because the energy around it ain't gonna be an energy that I want to be around. You feel me? And I blame it on myself. But at the
yeah,
same time, like I said, like lately, man, like shit just been like now that I'm looking back on it in hindsight, it's a bunch of shit that I supposed to got done in life that I haven't gotten done, that I've been like putting on the back burner or I've been like procrastinating
yeah,
with. Like that's what I had my real estate license by now. That's what I mean. That's what I've been did that. Now I'm taking that, but I've been just so busy doing other shit, traveling state to state, battling, doing this shit, being so consumed with that I didn't do that. I sort of got that. That's would have been already out of my trading crypto program already. That's would have been out of that shit by now. That shit should have
yeah,
been done. Like it's a bunch of shit that should have been done. I should have my Amazon store opened up by now. But I've been just so busy just being distracted and being so consumed with battle rap that I didn't take a second to handle all this other shit. So now that this shit happened, this shit feel freeing now. This shit feel freeing. Like now I can get rid of the shit that kind of was consuming a major part of my life and really focus on all this other shit. So niggas can carry it how they want to carry it in battle rap, or we made him leave, or this nigga was this and that, or he ran from. Take that, brother. Take
yeah.
that. But as far as me and being good up here and being good, like being just with that decision, being straight with that decision of leaving, that
Mm-hmm.
shit right now to me feel like the best decision. I feel like yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. Where I've
Yeah.
been climbing up a hill my entire career in battle rap. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it seemed like my whole career, like since the chess battle, I've been climbing up a hill. Like niggas, I had to really climb to get to certain. I mean, when certain niggas did the same thing I did, and not this shit, but I'm talking about before certain shit, the
Yeah.
same shit I did, and niggas is getting praised. But you feel me? So I had to keep climbing and working extra hard to get certain shit. So this shit is just making me look back at shit like, damn, bro, I should have been left. And now that decision is made, these three battles I got lined up that I gotta do because they already been paid for. I'm gonna go ahead and knock them out and get them out the way, and then that's it. Niggas ain't gonna see me no more.
Yeah. Let me ask you. I got two. I got like three more questions in there, and then we can wrap up. One of the questions is this, like at some point in time you got like, do you feel like, and I'm not trying to be funny at all when I ask this question, because like it's been points and times in my life, like shit that happened that's so crazy with my anger that I felt like I needed to talk to somebody. Like, do you feel like, and the only reason why I'm asking you this is because the impersonating mad other people is crazy. So do you feel like yo, I'm at a point where like I feel like I'm losing it, or like I need to holler at
Oh no,
somebody,
not at all, bro. That was
or you
some
just
like,
feel like, yo, that's really because of that situation is the
bro,
only reason why I tapped into that.
impersonating somebody. Like first of all, doing like a quick screenshot of like, oh yeah, this is this person, that person, and making up like a conversation between people. That's different than impersonating somebody like me, making a bunch of catfish pages, like actual pages out here and talking to people as Turk, Nitty, T Top, whoever, talking to them as them people. This was a one time send this to her to make her feel bad. This was that right there, and not something that's happening all day long. Like you feel me? Like shout out to I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't even want to say his name or whatever because I don't want to put him in this or
Yeah,
whatever. But
yeah.
that situation with him, that was different. Like being somebody else for a long time and being behind the scenes and then getting exposed and then actually saying shit to people that
Yeah,
you wouldn't say to their face.
get
Like you feel me? When that happened with him, like he was actually being a whole nother person, like and saying shit about people that was in his circle that he
all
wouldn't have said. You
right,
feel me? What I'm saying? Like
but
that's something different right
yeah,
there.
but
You feel
just
me?
but just being fair, let me just say this to you. It's like you saying like, all right, if somebody, no, it's like you at the store, a nigga front on you and you shoot him. It's murder. Or it could be, yo, I got the drop on homie. We've been waiting for 3 months. We plan when he goes on the crib. It's still murder. It's just one is premeditated, which is worse, and one is on the
Hmm.
spot. So what I'm saying is, yeah, he may have done it for a long time, but you still did the act of, you know what I'm saying, acting like somebody else. So it's kind of
I mean,
it falls in the same category. But
they
the
can't
next
fall
thing
in the same
but the
category. That's
next
a
thing I
fact.
was gonna ask you
But it's all
is
perception. But no, before we get off that, I think that like
yeah,
with her, like I told you, she actually told me situations about how she feels about her dark skin and things like that. And she may as well think she's beautiful and things like that. And she is a beautiful woman.
yeah,
Like I wouldn't take that away from her. But at the same time, she has some things going on with her and her insecurities that she needs to address. That's something that she needs to address. Certain other people feel like when I said this, Av and Holmesy, like, nah, she don't got no self-esteem issues. She not insecure. Like y'all saying that like she's the only person in the world that don't got insecurities. I'm pretty sure Dean they got them, Prep got them, whoever got them. Everybody has
yeah.
some insecurity about themselves. So you're not gonna sit here and tell me that somebody doesn't have any insecurities, especially when I heard these insecurities from this woman's mouth. And
Yeah,
this ain't
sure.
no shot at her, nothing like that. But I feel like
So what do you say for the people that saying that she never said that? Like,
you know, it's like you're not
Av is in here right now. He said she
at
never
this,
told you that.
bro. First of all, bro,
Yeah,
nigga, at this point, it's going to be easy for a nigga to say Prep is lying because of the shit that I've done, like the crime that I committed. So
yeah,
it's easy to just go off of he's lying. You're not going to believe nothing I'm saying, and I deserve that. But at the same time, you weren't there. Nobody wasn't there. This ain't for Av. This is for whoever. Like
yeah,
you were with the fans or whoever. You were not there, so you can't come out and say that something didn't happen when you weren't there. And there's another Your Honor had a whole argument with this girl about the same thing in his
yeah.
house, in his kitchen, talking about the same thing because of a comment that he made, and then she came along with the same type of talk that she had with me in the event about dark women and secrecy and shit
Holmesy
like
just
that.
said Holmesy said that he spoke to people that was there. So I
Holmes,
mean,
how you didn't speak to nobody was there because you ain't speak to your honor. He was at the at in the house. We were in the house. Me, your honor, Hefe, and somebody else. I forgot
yeah,
his name. Like, yeah, Alex. Like we was in his house when it happened. And when we was there, she was there like talking to Hefe. She was like, she said I was following her around. She was there like that. They had a little thing going on with them and I. You feel me? And
yeah,
she can't lie and say that she wasn't, that she was telling me that somebody else was following her in that event. Now I asked her, did I lie about that? We was joking about that person the whole night, me and her. Joking about that person the whole night, about them following her around, not me. But you're gonna believe whatever you want to believe about that because of what I did. I'm the person that did this over here. So you're not about to believe nothing I said. And that's valid. That's very
so
valid. But at the same time, like I said, she got some insecurities about being a dark skinned woman and men wanting to love on her in secrecy and not in public. This is something she said out of her mouth to me at the bar and in the car and in your owner's house. Like this is something that she said. I mean, so but at the end of the day, bro, like I
now
don't like
the
whatever
next
happened
thing,
niggas feel about the screenshot, they can feel about that. But the
yeah,
predator shit,
yeah.
that's the shit that is
That's
is
that's the
is,
shit that
is,
you
is the
saying.
thing that
Yeah,
I'm focusing on, whatever. And whoever is running with it, like whether it's Av, Holmesy, T Top, Turk, whoever is agreeing, I think Stewie Newton gonna agree with it, whoever agreeing with it, that's just a whole nother level, bro. That's a whole nother level for niggas to just be comfortable putting a predator attachment on somebody named like a nigga's out here doing predator type of shit. Like predator shit, when you hear that, it's a whole nother bag, bro.
yeah.
But at this point, I get it. Niggas don't give a fuck. Valid. You feel
Let
me?
let
I
let
get
let,
that.
let me ask
Oh,
you.
you don't owe me a motherfucking thing. I get you.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. This is the second to last question. This is this. What happens if like you doing this works and it never gets out, nobody ever finds out that you know what I'm saying, that you made up the chat and all that. Do you have remorse for it, or does it, is it just like
I mean,
swept
no.
under the rug?
To be honest with it, I felt like when I did it for her, it was more so to give her the like I said what my intention was for her. Now before that came out, I was like, oh, nothing. So she said she was going to burn it under the rug, like, oh, it doesn't matter to me, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. It's not going to harm nobody. Like it's not harming anybody in this situation or whatever the case may be. That's how I looked at it. But as time went on, like now I'm looking at it, if that shit would have went down the line, like Holmesy said, he was like, yo, I got a relationship with this girl, and that shit could have made like our relationship kind of part ways, and it could have made her look at me a certain way, and do it as well as other niggas. Now that is what I would have had remorse about. If I would have started seeing like that happening, then I would have definitely came out like, bro, like you don't even give them that energy. Like this is what I did. Like if I seen that happen, like, oh, she's starting to feel a way about niggas and niggas it's not like they I mean, like I didn't friendships is getting ruined and shit like that. I definitely would have felt some way about that and say, all right, you know what, bro, like I can't let that happen because just me. like I just told you, I'm getting karma right now for ill will. Like that's what I believe.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
deserve
But
that
all right, but
because I'm getting a karma. So I'd have
all
been, I
right.
wouldn't be able to
So
look at this
this is
and just
my
take
thing,
that.
right? This is my thing, right? Um, of why I'm trying to figure out where does it go to doing this? Because like after she said that to you, when you said that she said that, why not just? And I don't condone lying at all, but I'm saying if it's there, why not just say, yo, I spoke to them and they said that?
Why not? What?
Why not just say like, you know what I'm saying? After she said that to you, you hit her up, yo, what's so crazy? I was at an event the other day,
Oh, you
such and
saying
such. You see
why
what I'm
make that?
saying?
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Why not just say that verbally? Okay, I get what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. Like, yo, I spoke to niggas and niggas was saying that, and I'm saying if that's the route you took, like, yo, they said that, then boom, going to actually make, you know what I'm saying, the chatting
Yeah,
it.
and that's where the clown shit came from. Doing that, look, hindsight looking at it, yeah, it was other way. It was ways I could have made a chat and scratched names out and not even told uh who it was. I could have made it. I could have just had a blank picture over there and just scratched it out and just said, "Yo, these is some elite niggas and shit," but don't and not said no names. Like I could have just did that and that probably would have still accomplished the fucking goal that I was trying to do. Like, yo, it's some elite niggas here saying that
Yeah,
they smashed it. And I
I
can't
mean,
tell you who that is. I
or
mean, whatever.
or just tell her like that you don't think that's the case, and
I
you
did tell
think,
her that at the event. I told her, I said, "Yo, nigga," I said, "Yo, you don't need to be." I just, but this is my exact words to her when she said like, "Niggas don't look at me like they want to fuck me or like they want to do this and that." And niggas don't look
yeah,
at me like that. Niggas look at me like the bro, like the homie. That I said, "Yo, niggas look at you like on some wifey shit because your name ain't dragged through the mud and your name
yeah,
ain't all around like that. Like you ain't got no groupie attachment to your name." I said, "Like niggas look at you like, yo, I wife that, I can cuff that." And they asked her, "Did I say that?" I said those exact words at the bar. I said
yeah.
them exact words.
Yeah,
I mean, to her.
but from
So
like my experience in life with anybody, women or you know what I'm saying, anybody in life, if you tell somebody something and it don't resonate with them, then that's within them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a key thing. Like you can't make somebody else happy. Happiness comes within it. Within. You could do
mhm.
things to make somebody happier, but they already got to be happy within. You know what I'm saying? Within themselves. You can't buy somebody a car, a house, money. None of that shit is. You know what I'm saying, going to do it. So that's why I'm like, if talking to her didn't work, if that's the case, then you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but I mean, at this point, like I said, bro, I on my platform, on my show, I'm not gonna speak about this no more. It's a dead issue to me. I hope Slade, Nitty, T Top, Twerk, all of them, you speak to them, you speak to Nettie, y'all get it right, y'all figure it out, and it can be put to rest. And you know what I'm saying, if you say that you out the culture after these 3 battles, you know what I'm saying, I respect that too. But if you know what I'm saying, if you do decide to stay and you change your mind, I just want to tell you from somebody that I think I watched you since the beginning. Even though you know what I'm saying, I don't agree with none of the extra shit that you did, but I think you got talent, and if you do decide to stay, like just you know what I'm saying, like it's hard out here, but just rap, bro, because you know what I'm saying, you definitely got talent, like, and I feel like right now, like since you came back, you started off crazy with EK, and then I feel like all this other shit just overshadowed you. You know what I'm saying? Doing what it is that you came in to actually do. You know what I'm saying? Which is show niggas that you talented. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I know it's in a moment right now. You got a lot to think about. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is on your helmet. They're gonna stay on your helmet, rightfully so. But you know what I'm saying? When the smoke clears and all that, if you decide to stay in there, bro, just leave all that other shit alone and just you know what I'm saying, get busy in the ring.
You got it. Appreciate you, bro.
Nah, no doubt, bro.
You got it.
Got you.